So something I wanted to talk about is I finally finished that Halo book. I talked about this I think a month and a half ago. I didn't want to rush through it, honestly. I kind of wanted to enjoy it, but it was something I wanted to read after that Ruined King book that I read with League of Legends that's about Viego and all that and Callista. Something about this book. It's called The Fall of Reach, and obviously it has Reach in it. So I'm thinking, all right, it's gonna be about Reach. I've played Halo Reach, so I can't wait to see what Master Chief's POV of the war was when it came to Reach. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot more different than I thought. In fact, everything that happened except for the glassing of Reach, it didn't happen in the book. It honestly did not happen in the book. What I prefer, like story-wise, about what happened, I think I prefer the video game. I'm not gonna lie, it was just so much better because the way they explained it in the book. Master Chief basically set up a team of Spartans to also go on the planet's surface and to also destroy some like navigational data. So the team of Spartans that he sent onto Reach all died. Apparently they all died, and he was somewhere else doing a different mission. Now, if you played Reach, you would know that he was on the Pillar of Autumn when Captain Keyes got Cortana. And that's another thing. Cortana was on Reach with Dr. Halsey getting extracted with Noble 6. Obviously, Noble 6 stayed, but he still gave Captain Keyes Cortana to go with. But Cortana was never on Reach, which was the weird part for me. So I'm going through this book, right? And I finally got to where it says Reach got invaded. And I'm thinking, oh my god, we're actually going to see like Noble 6. We're going to see George at least, because they say that George had a close connection with Master Chief. They say like they knew each other. So I'm like, okay, we might see some George, but they never mention him. And it kind of makes me sad because, you know, my first, I guess, exposure to what happened on Halo Reach was the video game. I do see the arguments that people say where the game retconned a lot of things from the book, but the fact that they say that the book takes priority, I mean, they say the video games take priority over the books. It just feels weird to me. I can see where the resentment comes, or like I guess you could say the criticism about Halo Reach comes from. But at the same time, it's like, I kind of liked how they told the story of how Reach fell in Halo Reach than it did in the book. And to be fair, this book was published back in like 2001, I think, but it's been reiterated like I think 2 to 3 times, and I got the latest iteration because it had added content at the end. I'm not sure what kind of content it was, but I know that at the end of the book it actually showed like report logs from different characters, like just communicating with each other during the war, like just non-important characters, but it adds like a bit of life to the war, because you get to really see what's going on in these soldiers' like minds. I think one of my favorite ones like to read at the end was about these 2 soldiers. They're kind of like grunts. One is like a mechanic, and then the other one is actually like infantry. Like through their message log, they're talking about, oh, you know, I got 3 months left in my deployment until like I finally go back home and just do a desk job. And then he's like, yeah, I just got to do this one last thing on Reach. Apparently, they're reporting for all active troops to go over there. And it's sad because, you know, if you read the book or at least played the game, you would know that the people who went to Reach, like a lot of people died. And he's probably one of those people that died. But it was such a good book. I really enjoyed it. I don't really know for sure if I want to read any more Halo related books, to be fair. I kind of just wanted to read that one because I love Halo Reach. But I will say this, I do recommend it. It was actually really good. Also, X-Defiant came out today. That was pretty crazy. I heard the servers were not as friendly on time of release for everybody. But by the time I got home, they got it working. I mean, I was getting into games in like 10 seconds max. It was literally, I would queue up and then I would literally be in a game. But I cannot lie, man. Oh my lord, these games are sweaty. I remember why I stopped playing like shooters such as Call of Duty, because dude, it is insane. Like, it was my first game, right? So I'm thinking, okay, skill-based matchmaking has to like do something to my lobbies, right? Surely I won't be put up against sweaty people. I was going against people slide canceling, or at least attempting to slide cancel. I was going against people who were jump shotting. Like, it was disgusting. I'm like, dude, I thought I stopped playing Call of Duty. So, I mean, the game is still fun, but I don't think it's something that I see myself playing constantly. Maybe like once in a while with the homies. I don't see myself playing it by myself, though. For sure, I'm not doing that. Also, I seen that my Helldivers video got like 500 views or something crazy like that. Honestly, when I first posted it, I did not expect it to get that many views. I'm gonna be so honest. It was such like a low effort video from what I felt like, and I was like, you know what, I'm just making this for fun just because I thought it was a cool mod. But it actually did a lot better than I thought, and I was like, you know what, opens a lot of avenues, because there are other mods that I want to try. Like there's so many good ones. And my friend was telling me that they added a lot more since I last checked, because I think the first day I was looking at the mods when I first like did that video, there was literally like frame rate mods and then just 1 or 2 cosmetic mods. Like there wasn't anything else. Might see another Helldivers video coming out soon. Just saying. And oh man, I've been seeing on Twitter recently that they've been updating a bunch of freaking old Silent Hill games, like Steam pages and stuff like that. Yo, I'm letting you know right now, it's getting closer and closer to the release of Silent Hill, and I'm so excited. I think what the Sony showcase is on like the 10th of June or something like that. My lord, I'm literally shaking at the thought of playing Silent Hill 2 again. Like, oh, I genuinely cannot wait. And it's so good for me too, because I don't remember a single thing. I don't remember a single thing from that game, so I get to I basically get to play it for the first time again. I'm actually so excited. It's gonna be great, and I'm hoping that they do Silent Hill Downpour again too, because personally, that was one of my favorites to play. Maybe it's because I didn't get the message of Silent Hill 2 when I was younger, but at least with Silent Hill Downpour, like it was just, I guess you could say not as vague. Like I would say it's a lot more straightforward, at least from what I've experienced. And also, not even just Silent Hill, but also Kingdom Hearts 2. I think all 3 Kingdom Hearts, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous video, I did not know they had all 3 Kingdom Hearts on the Epic Game Store. I'm gonna be so honest, that game is a free, that launcher is a free game downloader, and that's all I've ever used it for. I think the one game I've actually purchased on that platform was Sifu. That's because I couldn't purchase it anywhere else. Like I don't know, I didn't even know they had it on there. If I would have known that, you know what, let me not lie to myself, I would have not bought it on there. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like the Epic Games launcher. It's literally just used to get free games and to play Fortnite. That's all I use it for. I'm excited, man. I don't care that all these remakes are coming out and stuff like that for all these other video games. I'm just happy we're getting good video games. Like, is anybody really complaining? I mean, sure, a new IP would be cool and all, but like, come on. Like, I'm so glad they're bringing back these older games that we older gamers know, but some of these newer people don't. It's just, it brings a tear to my eye. It really does. I'm so, because like, imagine this, right? Imagine playing through all the Kingdom Hearts and you have like a son, or let's say not even just a son. Imagine having a child, right? Or a younger sibling like I do. Imagine them not experiencing Kingdom Hearts because it was locked to just like, I don't know, freaking PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, whatever the games came out. I know Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 came out on PS2, but like, imagine that, right? Like, dude, that would suck. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.